All right, today we're going to uncork a story from a place that, well, you might not expect. We're talking about a truly world class wine region, and it's tucked away right in the heart of British Columbia, Canada. Let's dive into the Okanagan Valley.
Okay, so let me ask you something. When you think of Canadian wine, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Come on, be honest. For a lot of us, it's probably one very specific style of wine.
Yeah, is it this? Ice wine, right? That super sweet, kind of luxurious dessert wine that Canada is famous for. And look, that's a totally fair assumption. Canada absolutely crushes it when it comes to ice wine. But if that's all you know about Canadian wine, you're only seeing the tiniest tip of the iceberg. There is a much bigger, way more diverse story fermenting in those vineyards.
So here's what we're going to get into. We're going to uncover this unexpected wine jewel, get into the secret of its unique terroir, check out the mosaic of grapes they're growing, and really define the Okanagan style. And it's not just about wine, so we'll look at it as a destination. And finally, peek into the valley's next chapter.
All right, here we are. Welcome to the Okanagan Valley. This is the absolute dynamic heart of British Columbia's wine scene. And, it's a truly world-class region that's kind of been hiding in plain sight for a lot of people. And when I say it's the heart of the scene, I am not exaggerating. This one valley produces a whopping 86% of all the wine in the entire province. Think about that. This isn't some tiny niche player, no. This is the main event. And it's completely changing how the world thinks about Canadian wine. I mean, just look at this. This really captures the whole vibe. This incredible geography isn't just a pretty backdrop for your Instagram. No, it's the critical first ingredient. You've got these crystal lakes, these imposing mountains, and a climate that honestly, it just defies expectations. That's what makes the wine here so special.
So the big question is, how does a stunning landscape like this actually translate into world-class wine? Well, it all comes down to one really important word in the wine world: terroir. Let's break down the secret recipe that makes these grapes so good. Now, if you're not a huge wine nerd, terroir is basically the soul of a wine. Think of it like a unique fingerprint that a specific place leaves on the grape. It's everything: the climate, the soils, the terrain, all of it. And believe me, the Okanagan's fingerprint is absolutely one of a kind. Okay, check out the key ingredients here. First, you've got these huge lakes that act like giant temperature moderators, keeping things from getting too hot or too cold. Then, the mountains, they're like bodyguards, protecting the vines from those cold winds. The climate itself is semi-arid. We're talking hot, dry summers with long hours of intense sun. And the soil, it's this super diverse mix of stuff left over from glaciers. You put it all together, and bam, you have the perfect recipe for growing amazing grapes. And this diversity is what makes the valley so incredibly versatile. I mean, in the cooler northern part around Kelowna, you get these beautiful aromatic whites and elegant reds like Pinot Noir. But then you drive south towards the Osoyoos area, and it's like a different world. You're basically in Canada's only true desert, which is perfect for growing big, bold, powerful reds. It's literally like having two completely different wine regions packed into one valley. So with the terroir that diverse, what kind of grapes do you think you can grow? The answer is pretty much anything you want. The Okanagan is a true mosaic, a stage for a huge and versatile cast of characters. I mean, just take a look at this list. On the white side, you've got Pinot Gris, Chardonnay, Riesling. On the red side, you've got Merlot, Pinot Noir, Syrah. From classic French grapes to German powerhouses, the range is just incredible. This is not a one-trick pony. This is a region that does many things and does them exceptionally well. And among that huge cast, there are a few star players that really shine. We're talking about elegant, complex Pinot Noir from those cooler areas, rich, intense, peppery Syrah from the hot south, and these vibrant, aromatic Rieslings with a zippy acidity that is just to die for. The point is, the variety here isn't just broad, it's truly world-class. All right, so we've covered the place and the grapes. Now for the best part. Let's talk about the wine in the bottle. What are the signature styles that are really putting the Okanagan Valley on the global wine map? Well, if there's one word to describe the Okanagan style, it's diversity. You've got crisp, aromatic whites that are just perfect for a sunny day. You've got elegant, complex reds that you can cellar for years. You've got beautiful, refreshing rosés, even high-quality sparkling wines. And yes, of course, they still make that world-famous ice wine. Seriously, there's a style here for every single palate.
And, this isn't just hype. This idea is being echoed by wine experts all over the world. The consensus is clear. The Okanagan isn't up and coming anymore. It has arrived. It's here, and it's competing on equal terms with the best of the best.
But the story here is so much bigger than what's in the bottle. The Okanagan has completely transformed itself into a premier travel destination. The wine is amazing, for sure, but it's just one piece of a totally unforgettable experience.
And the speed of this transformation is just wild. I mean, think about it. The first commercial winery was in 1931. Then, in the 70s, European winemakers started showing up, bringing new techniques, and quality just skyrocketed. Then in 1990, they established a quality seal, which really boosted the reputation. And fast forward to today, you've got over 200 wineries drawing people in from all over the world. And what an experience it is. You can spend your days following these incredible wine trails, eating at award-winning winery restaurants, or just hiking and boating in that stunning landscape. It's also a story of deep collaboration. A perfect example is Inchmip Cellars, which is Canada's very first Indigenous-owned winery. It's this beautiful blend of modern winemaking and incredible cultural heritage. So what's next? What does the future hold for the valley? Look, like any place that relies on agriculture, the Okanagan definitely faces some challenges. But its next chapter is being written with a ton of innovation and a really resilient spirit. The major hurdles are pretty clear. You've got climate risk, things like wildfires and extreme weather. There's also a shortage of skilled labor. But on the flip side, the region's biggest strength is its laser focus on innovation and sustainability. And that's really what's paving the path forward. And they are not just sitting back and waiting. Wineries are tackling these problems head on. They're pouring money into cutting-edge research, they're adopting sustainable and organic farming, and they're constantly experimenting. They're doing whatever it takes to make sure this valley doesn't just survive, but thrives for generations to come. So yeah, the secret's out. The Okanagan Valley is no longer Canada's best-kept secret. It is a vibrant, world-class region making some of the most exciting wines on the planet right now. And really, it just leaves us with one thrilling question. What will the world discover next in a bottle from the Okanagan?